John Martinez here with First Choice Business Brokers, where we help business owners sell their businesses for top dollar. And we also help those who are looking to buy a business find one that is the perfect fit for themselves. I want to talk real quick about 4 very easy things you can do to create more value in your business, to sell the business for more money if you're considering selling, to make yourself a more profitable business, and to make it more attractive for any potential buyers out there. Now, I'm going to go through these one by one. I'm going to go through them quickly because they're very easy to implement and they're not complex. It doesn't take a long time to cover any of these. So the first one is proven marketing or business development strategies. You need to document whatever process you use to grow your business. Now, a lot of businesses will just say, well, you know what? It's word of mouth. We just do such a great job that the business continues to grow with no business development activities whatsoever. Now, that's great. That is a strength in your business. It means you produce a solid product and that people are very happy with it and they share news about your product or service with others, but that can also be looked at as a weakness, right? If you think about it this way, if somebody wants to buy a business, usually what they're thinking is, not all the time, but how big can this get? What can I grow it to? I want to be satisfied with the revenue and the profits now, but I want to know that there's an upside as well, especially if I'm paying top dollar for it. If I'm paying top dollar, right at the top of the market value assessment of the business, I want to make sure that not only am I going to get that, but that it can be more valuable, that it can make me more money. And the way to demonstrate that is proven marketing or business development strategies. Now, chances are, even if you think you don't do anything, you probably do. You probably have thank you cards. You probably follow up after a delivery. You probably have certain processes you use to ensure quality. All of these can be lumped into marketing or business development strategies. You may have high-level connections, referral partners. I want you to rack your brain if you're considering selling your business and think about all the ways, all the things you do that contribute to more business. And if you don't have any whatsoever, I invite you to try a couple, or at the very least, what I want you to do is you have more knowledge about your business than anyone else. I want you to write down what you think might work. Now, I know that sounds silly. It's not proven, right? It's not proven if you think it might work, but you know your business. You know it better than anybody else. So if you're considering selling, the least you can do, if you have nothing to document about how you get more business, increase the business you get, find new customers, if you have absolutely zero, then I want you to write down, hey, if I were starting over, if I were buying this business and I wanted to grow it, here are 5 things I would personally do to increase business. Billboards, digital advertising, seeking out referral partners, partnering with different brands. There's an endless number of things. Only some will fit your business, the way you do business, the geography or location you're in, the clientele you serve, and so on. But you know that that's easy for you. So the first one out of the 4 is proven marketing or business development strategies. If you have them, document them. If you don't have them, come up with what you would do if you were to buy the business and wanted to increase profit or top line revenue. The second is staff. Now, staff can be looked both ways too, right? Staff can be looked at, and I'm coming from this as somebody who has, again, bought and sold many businesses. Staff can be looked at one way. Staff can be looked at, hey, staff drains resources. If we have staff, it's going to increase expenses, which is going to decrease profit, and that makes the business less valuable. In my eyes, when I buy a business, I think of it this way. If I buy a business with staff, I have help. I have knowledge. I have experience. I have so much that I could rely on right there. I have people who could help train me. I have people who know how the business operates. I have people who know the pitfalls of the business or what to watch out for or what is really valuable or what might look valuable but really is a pain in the butt or a big cash drain. It allows me to do what I do best. It allows me to operate the pieces of the business that I enjoy. It allows me to grow the business and focus on those big revenue churning levers instead of getting caught up in the day-to-day minutia. Staff is valuable. Now, again, the concern comes to expenses. You have to control those. You have to be smart about who you hire and why. You have to, for example, if I'm going to hire someone, if it's my first hire, it's probably going to be a business development hire, which we talked about a moment ago, right? Who can I pay, and I'm just making up numbers here, right? Who can I pay $30,000 a year? That's going to bring in $100,000 a year. That's business development. If I'm going to just make life easier, I'm going to outsource very simple tasks either to automation or to, employees that can just do task-oriented things. Very easy. They don't cost very much. They do their job and love it. But that's where my brain is going, is staff help. This makes a business attractive, and if you do it the right way, it could have a minimal impact on expenses, or it could have a very positive impact, actually, on profit. Third is recurring revenue. Recurring revenue really increases the multiple you get on your profit. Now, there's a bunch of ways to value a business. The most common, or the one that most people know, is the multiple, right? You basically take discretionary earnings, how much cash does the business produce for the owner, and you multiply it by a number. Now, what number do you multiply it by? Well, this depends on several factors I'll talk about in another recording, but it could be a wide range. How do we get the top of that range? How do we even exceed that range? It's through recurring revenue. Recurring revenue is valuable. Recurring revenue is money that's coming in every month without you doing anything more. Subscriptions, support plans, anything like this that you can have in place, right? Even some payment plans. Anything like this that you can have in place where the potential buyer can say to themselves, hey, it doesn't matter if I sell nothing new. Just imagine this. Imagine walking into a business and going, you know what? The business sells very well. However, I could do nothing. I could even shut down new sales and all my bills would be paid because I have the stream of recurring revenue coming in. And you've seen this. You've seen the values of things like Netflix and the streaming services. For Pete's sake, software. Did you know that software companies can sell at a 20x multiple of top line revenue, even if there's no profit? So let me break that down for you. If you have a software company, because recurring revenue is so dang valuable to investors and buyers, if you have a software company, I'm going to keep the numbers very low and simple here, but let's say you have a software company and it sells $100,000 worth of software a year, and the owner's making no money because it takes $100,000 worth of effort and labor and resources and hardware and so on to run that business. But that $100,000 is a subscription. It's just what people pay every month in and month out. There are companies that can, now there's lots of factors here, so don't pin me down on this, but it's possible you could sell that $100,000 a year company where there's no money left over. It all goes back into the company just to operate. If it's recurring revenue, you could potentially sell that for $1 to $2 million, even though it's making you no money. That's the power of recurring revenue. So I want you to think about different ways. What kind of subscription or support plans can I add? Are there ancillary features that some of my partners offer where there are subscription plans, right? How can I tap into some source of recurring revenue? And the final one to increase the value of your business is going to be growth opportunity. Obviously, and we talked about this a moment ago when we talked about proven marketing and business development strategies, growth opportunity. People love opportunity. We want to know there's more. And the idea that we can grow something, the idea that we can improve, the idea that we can make this business better, whether it's through efficiencies, increased sales, increased margins, what have you. Just the vision, being able to picture a better business makes it more valuable to a potential buyer. And it's common sense. Just think about it. If you think to yourself, hey, here's one business and it does okay, but this is the best it's ever going to do. And then you have another business and the numbers are the same, but you see that, hey, I could do a few things. I could tweak a few things and double how much money this business makes. or cut in half the time it takes to run it and make the same amount of money, which one would you buy? Which one would be more attractive to you? Opportunity has a value. So those are 4 ways to increase the attractiveness and the value of your business: marketing and business development strategies, staff, recurring revenue, and growth opportunity. Document these things. Know them. If you are considering selling your business, these things will really increase the attractiveness. And if you don't sell the business, guess what? These things will still all help you run a better business, help you make more money, all while working less because you're running a more efficient shop. This is John Martinez with First Choice Business Brokers. And if you were thinking about selling, hop on the link around this recording. There's probably a link to somewhere, and that will get you to one of our websites. We operate throughout the country, can buy or sell in all 50 states. And you can find a list of businesses that are for sale, either nationwide or in your area. If you're thinking about buying or if you're thinking about selling, you can look at those just to kind of compare your business and see what that looks like. Educate yourself, but also reach out to us. I'd be more than happy to value your business or just talk to you about the process of selling a business so you can determine whether the time is right or whether it's even something you should take the next step and consider even further. John Martinez, First Choice Business Brokers. Bye-bye.